Well, welcome back. Let's just have a quick recap. We've now added 2 posts onto our site here. We've got 2 posts on there. We've got the pages we want. We're still working with the basic theme there at the moment, which is fine. I imagine that you get a bit more excited if you had a more funky theme to your site there, but we'll get into that in a few seconds' time. Okay, but what I just want to explain and make clear is, what you've got to remember, we've just put a couple of posts on here. This is not to attract traffic. This is just until Google has indexed your site, which means listed in its directory, reliefforstress.net. So I'm not going to add any more content there. I'm certainly not going to put anything, any affiliate links in until Google has found the site and listed it. And by listed it, I don't mean it's going to be on the first page. I just mean it's picked the site up. So when you type in reliefforstress.net, it will find the site. Okay? So if you type it into the Google search bar and nothing comes up, or it says site not found, it means it hasn't been indexed yet. Now don't worry, like I just said, about only having a couple of posts on there. I just wanted to stress this in case it wasn't clear before. You know, once Google's indexed this, we can add more content, we can add more pages, we can add more posts, and you can start tweaking your site. You can put a photograph of yourself on there, you can add images there, you can add more pages, you can add photos into your posts to make it a little bit brighter. You can change the theme, but the main thing is always going to be the content here, and that your keywords are in the content that we've gone over just now. It'll make it attractive to Google if you do that, because it will mean that Google will know. It will mean that Google will know what your site is about. It will make it attractive to Google because it will know where to rank it. So when it reads your keywords, it'll have no doubt about what your site's about. But if you don't use your keywords right, Google's going to find it hard to rank your site for certain keywords. Okay, so as I say, it's just 2 posts for now. But what I am going to do is to show you changing the template and the theme of the site just for now. So if you want to do that with your site, then by all means you can. Now, as I said before, it's perhaps best not to have too much of a fussy template. You know, if you're having sort of a really big site, then perhaps you know, a bigger, more complex template. But I like to keep things really sort of clean and easy to read and easy to navigate. Now, what I showed you before was searching for free WordPress themes in Google. Okay. Now, I've done that before with you. I've done that again with this site here. I'm just going to show you a few more themes that I've picked up here. Now, once again, when you're working with things like this and you're downloading things like this, you can see here we've got all-in-one SEO pack and Google sitemap, and I've put those in a folder. Everything I'm going to download and use for this project I'm going to keep in this folder, and you can see in there I've created a folder for themes, and these are the 4 folders for themes that I've downloaded that I'm going to show you now. Okay, so unzip the files as I told you before, and the 4 folders are there. One quick tip, because I have come across this before, you'll be loading the folders as they are, like this, up onto your website, and I'll show you that again in a minute. But you need to make sure, and I've seen it before, that when you click in here, there's another 1 yellow folder there, so you do have to click through again. So you have to make sure that what you're loading is the folder that you need. So when you click on it, it goes straight into the contactor there. So sometimes when you double click on that, it's just 1 folder, and then you have to double click on that again to get through to the content. Okay, so they're my 4 folders, my 4 themes. Go back into here, you recognise this screen, FileZilla, which is the FTP, the file transfer protocol software. Now, even if you've not actually used it yet, even if you've only been watching the videos, it's the same principle as we've done before. If you're doing your site, you've probably got this open all the time. But anyway, up here, you put in your host and your password up here like you did before. Well, click Quick Connect and you'll be straight in here again. Okay, so just to recap, on the left hand side is your home computer, on your right hand side is the site, is your site. So again, if you're uploading things to the site, click Public HTML. For the themes, it's the same as the plugins, it's WP Content, and if you remember, we put the plugins in that folder there. And these are themes, so there you go, guess which folder that is, themes. Double click on that. Now, I've already loaded these on here for speed, but you can see where that is there. So basically, you find the folder in there, plugins, a new folder with themes in there. If it's not showing there, then just click on something else and then go back in there. Okay? So click on themes, they're the things that you want to load up. Highlight them all one at a time or all together, right click, upload, and I've obviously sort of done this before, so it just takes a couple of minutes to do. Okay, so they're now actually loaded on my site, so I'm going to show you how to access them now. So remember, while we're on the page, we can just click back into your back office here, the dashboard. Okay, to work with the themes, come down to the menu here, the navigation, click on Appearance, and you've got Themes, Widgets, Editor, and go straight into Themes. Okay, so this is the current theme, the default one that it's on there. It's not showing my content there, it's just showing a theme. And these are the available themes. Okay, I mean, you can download as many as you like in here. I mean, there's quite a lot you can put in there. So the way this works is, this is where it stores your things. Once it's uploaded, they'll stay in here unless you delete them. So don't be frightened to try the themes, because it won't alter the content on your site. It's just if it doesn't quite work, then just sort of swap it back out again. And another little trick you can do that WordPress allows you to do, if you click on the picture of the theme here like that, and this is showing you what my blog looks like using that theme. So that's my pages, my content in there. So you haven't got around to using it yet, but if you wanted to use it, you'd click activate and it would save the theme name. Okay, but you can see there all I've done. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. Blue's quite soothing, nice font for there. I like these nice clean sites, and that sort of suggests relaxation, that look and feel does. Okay, click on this one. But again, if you haven't done any of this before, this is probably where you'll get quite excited, because you can probably start to see how, and you've probably got ideas flashing through your head as to what you'd want your blog to look like. So once again, that's quite a nice one there. Similar kind of colours. Yeah, I quite like that. I mean, you can probably see that I sort of like the colour blue on my sites, but again, it's all about relevance. I mean, that sort of suggests sort of calmness and relaxation, and it's the kind of thing that would sort of suggest stress relief. Okay, and this has got some added little features for RSS. We can get into that a bit more when we start talking about getting traffic to your site. Basically, you send your site out there for other search engines to pick up, but we'll get into that a bit later on. Okay, so we'll close that. We'll look at one other one here. Once again, the blue theme there, a little sort of border around the edge, a wood effect down the side. But the content's all there, all the same as before. And with this, you get the buttons here, and if people visit your site, and they can bookmark your site using the social bookmarking sites there, you've got the various buttons up there. And that is a very good tool to have. Once you start work on your blog and adding more posts, you want to give yourself as many different ways as you can to help people, to get other people to get traffic to your site. So if that means bookmarking and sharing your site, all the better. And you can add these in anyway. You haven't just got to have them in your theme. You can buy plugins to add those to your site, but we'll get into that a bit later on. I'll show you how to get those. Okay, so back to our actual site, and just say I was to pick this one. Click activate, and you can see the current theme has changed there. Okay, if we go to visit site there, you can see the theme has changed, and that looks that looks okay. That looks a lot different. Yeah, it's nice relaxing colours there. The thing is about this particular theme is that it used the shortened post there, so you can click on read more and it gives you the whole post on one page, and then people can submit the comment down the bottom there. But the default setting there is just a reduced comment, so more gets on one page, less scrolling down. Okay, that's easy for people to find the subject they want to read about. So obviously it's a matter of taste, but I think that's quite a nice look and feel, sort of clean and bright, and dare I say a little happier looking. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you that. Obviously, from here you're thinking about building your site. I hope you're going to get ahead and do this now, and start to get excited about the prospect of getting yourself online, and also see all the different kind of things you can do to add your own look and feel there. And the ease that you can sort of add this is incredible. I mean, years ago it would have been so much more difficult to do this, but with WordPress, I've not had to design a site. I don't need to know HTML. I don't need to know how to build a site. In minutes, it's astonishingly easy to use. It's all point and click, and the ease at which you do this is fantastic. And this is what I was saying before, you know, once you learn how to do this once, you know, it can you can replicate this ever so quickly. Because of the nature of the blog, it's not going to have sort of hundreds of posts on this. We're going to gradually build those posts and add content over the time, and you've got to keep those search engines coming back and interested. And the thing is, the more you update your blog, the more Google will come back, visit your site, and it will gradually work up your rankings. So actually it's a benefit to add more and more to your individual blog. Things like this, look, you get a double listing here along the top and down the right hand side. That's just ease of navigation. And again, it's easy for people to move around your site. So that's in a nutshell how to use themes. What we're going to get into soon, as I say, we've gone as far as we can with the site now, so we've got to get it indexed by Google. So what I'm going to show you in the next couple of videos is how to do that, is how to get it indexed by Google. If you just left the site and waited to get it indexed by Google and did nothing to your site, it could take weeks, it could take months for Google, because all you'd be doing is waiting for Google to happen across your site. So what you've got to do is make sure that Google does see it. So in the next couple of videos we're going to put some flags up to make sure Google comes to look at the site. Once it's indexed on Google, we can start to add some more content, sort out the affiliate links. I'll show you where to put them, and I'll show you how to use them, and there's ways to mask affiliate links, but again, don't worry about that, we'll get into that as well. And then hopefully we can start getting some traffic driven to the site. Okay, so for now, enjoy going to look for your themes, have a play with that, come back and refer to the video again, but I'll see you in the next video.